In this video we are going to see how to make a game restart system with the game over panel. So in the previous video we have did this, but the issue is plane is going below the fuel, so the plane is going need to be above the fuel. So we want to change it. In order to solve that, we want to add a sorting layer for the fuel. So just go for the fuel. Okay, and we are going to add a new sorting layer called fuel. Okay, so we'll try to change the layer to the little bit bottom so that the layer will be perfect. Okay, we'll check it now. So the plane is going to cross the fuel, so it's going down, so now it's fine. So that's it. So let's restart this video session. Let's create a panel and then text is going to have heading and also information. Okay, I'll change the color. So let's have a heading as game over and disable the wrap mode so that it will be fit exactly on the full layer. Okay, just change the position maybe a little bit middle, and we are trying to make more text like for high score and for score. So we have duplicated 4 types: high score, and then score, high score value, so some value 0 or something, and then score. So this is going to be a game over heading, and this is going to be a high score heading, and this is going to be a score. So since score need to be top, I'm just changing the position from the bottom to top. Okay, high score. This high score value is going to contain a high score value. So we'll try to change the position of a score a little bit right so that it will be even alignment position. And the score value a little bit left, and alignment is going to be left. and then we are going to have a button. So this is going to be restart button. Increase the size a little bit bigger. Okay, let's name it as restart. So we are going to have text mesh pro, because text mesh pro text is a little bit crystal clear text. It's fine now. Next we create a function to call a game over panel. Public void game over process. Okay, game over high score, and then so we are going to have the text here. So game over high score UI and then score UI, both text we are going to reference here in this variable. And then we are going to refer the variable inside the variable for game over panel, so that we can able to enable the panel whenever we require. So once the game over process called, game over panel will be enabled, and then we are going to pass a text value. So game over iscore dot text, it's going to have player preference, and then score text variable. So let's have copy the score text variable, game over score UI. Naming is very important, since so that you can understand whenever we like to call wherever. So game over score copy the value, high score value, and then we are going to have score counter for a score, because it's a normal each and every game system. Next we are going to restart our game. So in order to restart a game, we are going to use scene management dot namespace. So this is allowed to restart your game once user is played the game, finish the game, win or lose the game. If you like to play again, you can call this function. So scene manager dot load scene and the scene name. Scene name you want to get from the editor. So go over the editor, we'll try to call a button for restart game over, restart game. Okay, so let's find the scene name now. Copy and paste. Okay, so we have called in button, so it will work perfectly. Next we'll try to drag and drop the high score and the score to the variable and the panel. disabled, we going to call at runtime. Okay, it has been called, but the issue is we try to call the function. Okay, so let's call it out, the function. See, actually the function is not called after the player destroy. The issue is function it's not, we have referred, so we want to call the game over process. But the next issue is, see, that check I score is being called in game start. So if it is called in game start, the game over screen appear. So we want to solve that issue actually. See, the check I score can be called at game start, and then gasoline is over, we calling, and then player eating a bullet, we calling. So we want to avoid this situation, so just we want to make sure that everything is fine, so we can solve by copying pasting this condition in void start. Okay, this is called I score updating. Okay, now it's everything fine. So let's check it out. One more thing we want to change in start function. I think we don't want this validation, we need only to load a high score. Okay, so delete this and have this only one text to load a high score, that's it. Okay, so we check it out. Okay, so player destroyed and it's going a high score as 6. So normal score is 2, this game score, and high score is 6. So that's it, and thank you.